Got the bend pack, QuickJacks.
Yeah, I got a few boxes actually.
Yep, they're pretty big too. I've been waiting for these things, so.
Oh, really?
Alright, what's up everybody? So step one to setting up your QuickJack after you unbox it is you want to lay out everything in the orientation that you're going to want to use it. So I'm going to be lifting cars with the cars coming towards the front of the garage, towards this garage door. So I want to have my locks on the outside. So I have this one on the outside so that when I have to release the lock, I don't have to reach under the unit and put myself in danger. So that's, make sure you keep that in mind when you're setting these up. And then I had my hydraulic unit right here in the front, and I got a power source within range, but I moved it over here so I could work more comfortably. But put out everything, made sure I had all of my hydraulic fittings, all the parts I need. Everything's in here. These hydraulic fittings are real nice. They come with some dust caps now, so you can keep everything really nice. And it comes with a whole bunch of replacement parts. So it's really nice that they come with these, because these are little common parts that fail. So, and it also comes with the tape for the fittings. So that's really nice that they give you the tape, because now you don't have to really worry about it. I had some laying around, but it's nice that they include the kit if I had none or couldn't find mine. Alright, so now that you have everything all together, your second step is you're going to want to prepare your hydraulic unit to have the hydraulic fittings installed. So you're just going to have the little plugs right here. There's finger tight. Just remove them, put them to the side. No big deal for those. And then what you're going to want to do from there is you're going to want to get your hydraulic fittings. This side has an O-ring. So what you're going to want to do with this one is you're going to want to lubricate it with a little bit of automatic transmission fluid, or the hydraulic oil or whatever. I'm just using ATF. I don't know if you can still use hydraulic fluid in these. Probably. I don't see why not. But yeah, so we'll do that. Oh man, there's already some ATF in this one. So, oh man, yeah, we'll have to clean that up right now. But yeah, we want to put some ATF on this O-ring so that it does not tear or anything like that when we're screwing it in. Having that little bit of lubrication will help prevent that. So we'll do that, put the tape on this side, and then it's pretty much the same thing for all the rest of the fittings. You're going to tape the ones that don't have O-rings, and then the ones that have O-rings, you're just going to lubricate the seal and insert them and tighten everything down. Got it filled with 2.5 quarts. Technically the next step was supposed to be me putting the fittings on the hoses and connecting the elbows. I just jumped ahead and did that while I was already doing the ports right here on the hydraulic unit, just because it was easier for me and I already knew how everything goes. But basically the female quick disconnects, these ones, are going to go on the hoses on both sides, and then the male connections that are like on the power unit are gonna go on the shorty hoses that are connected to the QuickJack. And then the elbow, we just lubricate the O-ring and install it here. You're gonna tighten down this. You're gonna install this part first, and then you're gonna install the hose. That's the easiest way to do it. So now that I got all of that done, dust caps installed and stuff, so I really love these dust caps. They're so nice. We're gonna charge the air cylinders. All we have to do is just take out this little cap, and just like we're filling a tire, we're gonna put them to both to 50 PSI. We got the air pressure cylinder set to 50 PSI. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect all the fittings, get everything connected to the power, and we're gonna lift it up, check for operations, go up and down a few times, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up a little bit past the first lock. You do not wanna go past the first lock without any load. Do not do that. It is highly unrecommended in this manual. It tells you like 5 times, do not go up past the first load. I mean, the first lock with no load. So we're just gonna do that, go up a little bit above the first lock, and then we're gonna loosen these caps right here. It's just a hex screw, like an Allen, and we're gonna loosen them up once we're up in the air, and then we're gonna hit the button real quick, and we'll see like little air bubbles come out. When we see those little air bubbles come out and stuff like that, then we can, after we see them stop coming out, we can tighten it up, and we'll do that to both sides, get all the extra air pressure out, and this thing will be ready. Moment of truth. You're gonna wanna turn this little cap screw a little bit so that it can vent while you're using it. When you're storing it or moving it around, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's always closed so you don't get contaminants in the fluid. All right, so moment of truth, we're gonna pressurize the system, see what happens. So you hear the pump going on, sounding good so far. There you go, hydraulic fluid starting to make its way in there. There we go, now some fluid is making its way through the cylinders. Ooh, nice. There's a little hesitant at first, but it'll smooth up right now once. Well, I think it's hesitant too because there's no load. And once we get the air bubbles out of there, it'll probably be a little bit better. So we got the first locked engage. Nice. So we're disengaging all the hydraulic fluid out of it. And now we're gonna push some hydraulic fluid through it again. What we're gonna do is cycle it a couple times like this. Oh, and look, I'm already finding that I need to loosen up. I need to turn this. Loosen this and turn it. So I'm actually gonna have to let me release all the hydraulic pressure real quick. So the other one, set up really nice. I think we're gonna have to check it out tomorrow, but that one we for sure gotta move it so that it's cocked up a little bit more. You can see it's kind of bent like that. I don't like that at all, and it's only gonna get worse as the lift goes higher. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Everything all cleaned up. Got the QuickJacks ready for tomorrow. Will be the real test once we put them on the vehicle and we see how it lifts. We're gonna be testing out on that FJ Cruiser tomorrow. Again, I wanna say a huge shout out. Thank you, Ben Pack and QuickJack, for getting me out this new unit. It's the BL-7000EXT. So literally this unit just dropped last week or the week before. So super new unit, not too many people have it. So I was really excited to test it out. You get a 6 inches of extra lifting spread. So that is like amazing. So I'm gonna be able to get those hard to reach lift points. I believe, that's what I'm hoping. This is why the whole reason I got the extended one is I'll be able to reach the lift points on like the BMWs and the Honda Civics, the little bit larger chassis obviously, that only have one tab on each side. It doesn't have a pinch weld that runs all the way across. So I'll be able to hit the manufacturer's lift points. So I'm hoping that that will all go good, and then we can go from there. So yep, all right, I'm super tired. I was gonna pull in the Evo right now and do a lift test, but I'm just beat down. It is now 1:35 in the morning. So I need to go get some rest. I gotta be up super early tomorrow, so I'll get back to you guys later. One more thing I totally forgot to mention is that you're going to want to lubricate. There's a hole right here, a hole right there, and another hole right here. The little tiny holes, you're gonna wanna lubricate those. I believe it said with 90 weight oil. I'm looking in the manual real quick to double check. But you're gonna wanna frequently lubricate those spots so that you have proper lubrication on the joints so that they do not wear over time. Let me see, where does it say it? Oh, right here, lubrication points. So, it doesn't say anything. Oh, right there, it says the very first thing. I'm just an idiot. All right, it says using white lithium grease and a grease gun with an appropriate tip, lubricate it. So I would say lubricate it probably. Oh, it says right here, monthly. You're supposed to lubricate it, so every month lubricate those spots. Other than that, ready to go.